What is up guys, Wraec here with a new video, and today with day 3 of the Ravaged realm we are fighting with the Sylvan squad. Sylvan squad, of course, the Wilder faction, supported as always by Celestial and Hypergenes. If you have any questions about Ravaged realm itself, check out my first video I did a while back on the Immortal squad, well 2 days back, and you will find all of the answers. You can see we are currently placed 12. I'm still a little bit in the process of improving that, but on this one I have to say 2 things really hit me. First of all, I was really lacking charms. Wilder has not been too meta this season. I intentionally went for something like Lily May in advance, but yeah, so that was kind of a problem. And then we do have obscure heroes. Let's start off and talk a little bit about the team that gave me the biggest damage. So the team that personally gave me the biggest damage was this one, and you can already see we have Granny in here, and Granny is really a key hero. Rather obscure choice, I have to say. If you don't have her, well, that is going to be a little bit of a problem. But if you have her, because well, a lot of people built her at the beginning, she was a decent choice to take from the Emporium as well. I think she's in the, is it the Arena store? I think she's in the Arena store as well, so that is another option. And then I have Indris in here, which I personally didn't expect. On the graphic from Yapala, this team, which is the Team VN over here, we can see, well, the Panda was really the top choice, but I guess the Panda, I just have him at Supreme with not very high investment in him. Indris at that point just did a whole lot better for me, so that is maybe something you want to try. Also, of course, Granny works at low copies, but we already see, like, for all of the top teams, and this is an interesting one for this specific Ravaged run, for this specific squad, all of those are rated 5-star. So we don't really have a bad team on this graphic, so all of those are very viable. We're going to talk in more detail about which of those is really worth it. Granny, however, is in all of them. Quick pointer here towards the Arena store. As I said, we can get Soul Seagulls for Granny Danny over here. If you don't own her at all, that is a very easy and fast way to get a few copies, and honestly not the best choice overall. Well, worst choice. So let's take a look at the replay for this. Well, overall, really your main damage dealers for this are Faramore and Lily May. Those are really the key heroes. But as always in Ravaged realm, many heroes come together, kind of form the team, and are also important. So you really want the damage from Granny, you want the support from Granny, you also want to have Twins for this one. Twins is also, I think, in all 3 teams, so also rather important hero, but I guess many people built that already. Velara is another question. I would say if you don't have Velara for this specific team, you will have quite some problems, because you can see all of the heal that kind of comes in here, and all of the protection that it really grants. I would say that that could be a problem. I don't know how viable she is at low copies. I have tried to find some people that used her at low copies, haven't really found too much info about that. Just saw somebody that had her at a Legendary Plus, so that was that seemed to work. But I think you have to experiment there a little bit on your own. As I said, Granny, kind of a key hero, and with the secondary heroes that you can use in that team, I would just experiment a little bit. If you went for the Panda rate up, he might be a good choice if you have the proper investment in there. Indris doesn't seem to need that much investment to do reasonably well. He also did better for me than telling a Dynel. Granted, I didn't have the Dynel charm, so maybe this would also have made a difference. Personally expected Cider to have more of a hit here, but she just seems to be in the last team which focuses on a Celestial Hypergene, on the Celestial Hypergene faction skill, so that is another thing. But really going back to the damage numbers one more time, we can see, yeah, really big damage here from Indris overall, despite this not even being like the proper Indris charms. I ran out of Bronco Essence and I just could get 1 charm, so I decided to just fill up the set that I had, so that he at least had 1 set, which gave me a little bit more damage, so it helped, but overall could still be improved, and that is the case for many of those. For other teams, we already talked about how it can be that Indris is the good hero. For this team, you can see there is a Wilder slot there. This Wilder slot needs to be filled with one of those heroes. I mean, like, Diana is not a Wilder, but doesn't matter for this one. And for me, really, it was Indris. I tried out all of them. The order, I think, could be right. Granted, Peng and on my account with the low investment didn't really work out, but Indris was okay. I tried the second team, the Enkea team, didn't do as well for me. I have to say they didn't do as well for me. I switched to Team VN and overall got better damage. I think it is worth trying out the other teams, especially if you have some investment in some of the, well, let's say if you have a good investment, for example, in Diana and Saida as well, I think you can try the Dart team. I saw very, very high damage, some very, very high numbers from the Dart team for me personally. My Diana lacks the right charms. I think Saida has the right ones, but it's overall still fairly low investment. The interesting part is really that it's the Celestial Hypergem one. I tried it out and got to like 15,000 billion, so it's like a lot less than the other team, sadly for me. But again, I will still have to improve the charms a little bit. This is the charm order that we have here. A lot of selections actually here, and yeah, just go by it and try to get the best charms. Can't really say much about it today. For the secondary teams, if you have your Lily May in the first team, which most of those do have, then you kind of can't use the Dart team, because the Dart team of course requires you to have Lily May in the second team. And in that case you just use the Team VN. Not much to say there. Pharamore really the key hero here. If you don't own him, you will struggle on this one, I believe. And I want to show one more variation that I saw a few times. This was posted by Wikikobak. So definitely shout out to him for posting those screenshots. This team got him 16.673, and we can see the fight. So what he has here is a Pang in the bottom right, and then we have Parisa over here freeing up Lily May for the second slot. We can also see a Mythic, I think it is, Granny over here, so also not a Max Granny. It's still very, very good results over here. Though, granted, look at that investment into the Panda. Bloody hell, 6-star Panda, absolute madness. Okay, Dipsman definitely didn't have that one. That is quite the Panda. And then for the secondary team, he went with the Dart team. Also a little bit low investment here on Thador, but doesn't seem to matter. I would have liked to see the damage numbers in detail, just to see how much that ginormous Panda really did. But overall, like the damage numbers here, 16.673, that is definitely an option. That could really be some proper points for you if you want to try this team. So as I said before, some days just aren't like very good. I hope I can stay within the top 20, but granted, in the remaining time that is there, that could be tough. I have 2 more attacks, I think, so I'm going to save up those in case some better team pops up, which you always should do. Checking out the Apala Discord a little bit closer to the end of the day is always a nice idea. And then I just want to go over, well, the Bronco Essence really, and what you can do in case you are lacking some. There are 2 tricks that you can use, 2 things that you can do. And that will help you get a little bit more Bronco Essence to craft those. As you know, to craft charms in general, you need this white essence, Bronco Essence, which we have over here, for example. You can see I'm absolutely out of it, which kind of sucks. So that is a thing. It says Durastral here, source. In fact, there are 2 more ways that you can get it. One is the Charm Merchant that I want to show you. You can convert your red essence here to Branco Essence, which you should do. This is one way to do it. And then there is the relatively cheap option, which is at the bottom here, where you can use your advanced radiant crests to buy yourself a little bit of Bronco Essence. It's not the best conversion ratio, but honestly, if you just like 1 charm or something on a hero and that can help you get some proper loot, it is probably worth it to buy it with the advanced radiant crest here at the bottom. You can do this 15 times overall until it is sold out. I've used it now, so it is sadly gone, but this is one option also to go there. The other option that you have are indeed the quests, the season quests. And in the season quest, there is one specific quest that you should know of, basically 2 really, and this is the limited quest over here. In the season quest, limited quest, you can see clear phase 3, infinite stage 1102, and this will grant you not only 50 advanced radiant crests, which is absolutely insane. We just saw we can convert 10 of those to 100 Bronco Essence, so this would be another 500 Bronco Essence if we converted that, and then we get 200 over here, and this is every few stages. Okay, I just quickly went ahead and cleared the 1102. 1102. Infinite stage, so that we can claim this. And you can see right afterwards it's 1122. So this is really a pretty good source of Bronco Essence that you can use. It just requires you to have some time and clear infinite stages and not be as lazy as me, which is, yeah, not too difficult. One last thing that I wanted to point out that I didn't mention before. For some people, they had better results when they swapped the position of the twins, so the one with pink hair to the front and the one with blue hair to the back. And I tried that too, and I got like a little bit of more damage, so maybe this helps for you too. I would just try that. It's just like an easy thing to do and maybe worth just one attack. So that is basically all for today. I dread tomorrow, actually, if I'm honest. I will try to farm infinite stages now, but tomorrow with the upcoming next squad that we have there, I'm kind of afraid that this might be another problem with the essence. I will just farm essence now basically for tomorrow and hope that I stay in top 20. So this is my go-to strategy for today. As long as I'm top 20, there I'm fine. Saw a lot of the comments, by the way, about about Balrun yesterday. Many people really hate that Balrun provides such big damage for the Dauntless squad, and I have to say, well, I kind of do agree. Like, Balrun in the Dauntless squad is an absolute monster, provides a ton of damage, and people that don't really have him, well, they struggle. And the problem really is with this one, if we check out the Ultimate Siege is just the best scores from all of the squad stages together, essentially. So you just do all of these squads and this comes together, and if Balrun provides like 5 billion extra damage, yeah, this is going to lock down the top stages really. So it's a bit of a problem, I have to say it. Like for Pang here or something, I lose a bit of damage. I have like maybe 500 million or something less damage overall, but that is not really the biggest problem in terms of the ranking. I still have some time, but like for the people, yeah, it can kind of suck. But anyway. And lastly, we of course have Loot Bar, your top source for Dragon Crystals for AFK Journey. You can get the cheapest Dragon Crystals right here. Personally, I always go through the login top-up where you can get the best price, but you can also go for the direct top-up where you just give them your UID and get the Dragon Crystals instantly, just like in the Farlight Mall. They have a top service, and if you go through the link in the description, register your account right there, you get a few discount coupons that make your next purchase even cheaper. So don't miss out on it and check out Loot Bar right now. And with that, I wish you a great day. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and we'll see us in the next one.